Hello, it's Tom Morgan here. Really quick video, kind of poor production quality, hope you don't mind, but I thought this was the easiest way of just showing you how this Azure Sphere board and Microsoft Teams with Flow kind of whole project thing is working. So this is the Azure Sphere board. It's already got all the code in the blog post running on it. You can see there's a green light on it. It's on. It's plugged into just this battery pack, so it's not plugged into the computer or anything like that. And it's sampling the temperature every minute and it's sending it to Flow. I'm just going to make a really quick change to the flow that is in the screenshots that you've seen in the blog post. And what I'm going to do, if I just come up here just real quick, I know this is a kind of poor way of doing screen sharing, but in the no section, I'm just going to take the part that posts a message if there's a change to make. So like I'll talk about this in the blog post, but the way it works is if the temperature is in normal limits, it will check to see the team name also says it's normal, because when it is not normal and it's the warning state, it changes the team name to put an exclamation mark in front of it to make it really obvious. So it checks for that, and it only posts if it's going back to normal. So what you don't get is an every minute update of what the temperature is. Now, I've just changed that, so I've put the poster message up here. So you do get a message every minute, but the team name change only happens on, if it's needed, if it needs to do that rewrite. So I've made that small change just so that we can see something happening every minute in Teams. So actually this flow you can see here just ran 3 seconds ago. So I might have just been in time. Yeah, I think I was here. So just in time to put this message in here about it being a normal reactor temperature. So normal reactor temperature, and also here you can see the channel name is sector 7G. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat this board up. So nuclear reactor temperature sensor. I've got a very low-tech heating device. I borrowed this hairdryer. So I'm just going to turn this on for a few minutes and we'll see what happens. I'm going to hope to heat the board up. Okay, so I did that and I stopped because there's a new message in Teams here, and you can see this warning message. So it looks different from the last one because the temperature is over 40 degrees. It's over above that 40 degree threshold. So you can see that message. And also if I come over here, you can see this channel name has updated itself. You get a little message about it here actually, that the channel name has been changed to that exclamation mark. So that's kind of interesting, that's kind of cool. It's doing everything we wanted it to do. You can see that in the flow screenshots. I'm just going to give this a bit of a shake to try and cool it down now. I've got around 30 seconds, I think, before it samples again. So I'm just going to shake it and see if we can't get it down a little bit. I'm not sure we'll be able to get it all the way down in the first minute, so we might have to wait a little bit. Just kind of get some cool air onto this, just so you can see what happens when it goes back again, to show that it's not entirely made up. So I'll bring the two up here so you can kind of see Teams updating. I think it's going to happen any minute now by looking at the timestamps. So there we go. No, it's still a bit too hot. 2 degrees too, or 3 degrees too hot. You can see that message there. So we'll keep going for another minute. The sampling happens every minute on this board. That's just something that's in my code. So you could totally change that. It's in that source code. So this is probably a good time to tell you, if you're watching this on YouTube and you're not aware of the blog post, there is a blog post that goes alongside all of this, tells you what this is all about, and has links to all the source code as well for that's written in C on this board, that you can go and get for yourself. It's not super complicated. It's probably not the best code in C either. I'm not a C programmer. I was very much looking at the samples and trying to get by, but I've made something that works, and that's the most important part of the whole process is experimenting and finding out things that work. Alright, so whilst we wait for this minute to tick down, let me tell you that you can follow me on Twitter at TOMORGAN. You can see all my videos at thoughtstuff.co.uk/video, or you can just go to thoughtstuff.co.uk. There's kind of signposting from there to everything else that's happening, everything else that's going on. Oh, perfect timing. So my shaking of this board has helped, and the temperature is now down to a much more pleasant 33 degrees. And you can also see that this name change of the channel has happened, and everything is back to normal again. Great. Thanks very much for watching. Sorry about the kind of fairly low production quality here, but at least you know it's all real because there's no room to hide when it's all on camera. Thanks very much for watching, and see you online.